And it's time for us to get going with our show tonight with the Ouyen United Kangas report, and the coach of the footy side is Dean Jardine, and he's with me in a happier week for him. He hasn't had too many of them this year, but he is a happier man tonight. G'day, Dean. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
Hey, look, you have to be happy because your blokes got up in the big upset of the season, beat Imperials, who were the top of the table, 9-14-68 to 6-11-47. Finally, for the coach, something gelled for you, and at home at Blackburn Park, the horns were tooting and the locals got home.
Yeah, they certainly were, mate. It was a nice result. So it was. We come out and played the style that we've been aiming to do, but we hadn't quite found it. So it was nice to put it together and play 4 really good quarters. So yeah, boys are obviously very excited to get the first win.
Oh, absolutely. But Willsmore in great form. But what about Nankervis? You mentioned him last week that you'd run him in the ruck, and he was an absolute star for you.
Yeah, it was, mate. It turned out to be a good move. Obviously, we're a few ruckmen down, so with injuries and whatnot. So, Nank stood up and rucked for us. He did a super job, mate. To claim the best on ground, he was awesome. Got the footy going for us forward all day and had plenty himself. So it was nice.
No, it wouldn't have been. Andy Jardine, you mentioned him coming back into the side, and he was magnificent. Benny Mole, a standout in defence. He is having a beauty. And Brownie, he would have relished the opportunity of being in the side again. And Morris, another good player.
Yeah, all them guys were Benny Mole and Andy. Obviously, both had key matchups. So they got a couple of better forwards in the competition, the Imperials. So if the boys could hold them and we kept the pressure on them through the midfield, we'd be halfway there. And I don't think the boys conceded a goal between them. And Timmy Gloucester was another one with a big match up down there, and I think he kept Jaden Fox goalless as well. And then Simon Brown and Jimmy Morris came back into the side, and they were unreal, mate. Their tackling pressure and their ability to keep the pressure on the opposition was basically why we got the win.
Yeah, got the win, but had it right from quarter time, right through each quarter. And just they couldn't put any pressure on the scoreboard in that third when you added 1-5 to their 5 behinds. It was no one could get that break and kick that goal. There was some rush scores, but it just hang on beautifully and then put them away in the last quarter. 2 goals, 1, 2, 3 goals, 3. They tried hard at late on, but they were done and dusted. Imperials, and they dropped down the premiership table as a result. Only problem for you here is you get back into form, and then the government says we can't play.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, mate. We're really looking forward. Obviously, we've finally found what we've been looking to do. We knew it was going to take a few weeks for our side to click together, and then things finally Saturday looked like it was starting to happen. So structurally, we looked a lot better, and a few new guys starting to find their spot, find their form, and obviously knock off the top side. Naturally, you go in next week pretty confident, but unfortunately, another lockdown. So we'll just be doing our own exercise, and hopefully we can get back out there next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Other senior football matches. It was a big win here by Orimple, 9-16-70. Just getting over Mildura, 10-6-66. So, that was close. Orimple can be done too by you guys next time if you get that chance to have that game against them. And then what about this Redcliffs, 9-12-66, an upset over Robinvale Euston, 6-9-45. And it looks like the red and white over there at Robinvale have started to fall down the ladder. And this was the big one they want to get your comment on this. It was a draw. Merbean 7-17-59, South Mildura 8-11-59, and unbelievably, we said they were very evenly matched. We weren't sure who was going to get up in it, was going to go down to the wire. It certainly did, and in the end, it puts both sides 1 and 2 on the premiership table.
Yeah, from all reports, it was a great game. Obviously, both sides travelling along nicely, so yeah, we knew it was going to be a close one. Obviously, match up pretty well against each other, and it certainly keeps things interesting up the top, mate. Throw a few draws in there, so gives everyone else a bit of a chance, I suppose, later on if they can find some wins.
Absolutely. Still puts you in touch. It keeps everyone in touch, providing we don't lose a number of games in a shortened season situation. And other matches, the reserve grade, this was tough going for your blokes because they've been in such good form in recent weeks, but unfortunately they come up against a really, really good side in Imperials who knocked them over. You did have a number of good guys playing up in seniors, but it was 12-20 to them to 2-5-17, and doesn't look like you're really in the hunt in the reserve grade.
No, they certainly came to play. They were a very good reserves unit, mate. The way they moved the footy, and yeah, it was a good hard game. Probably just a bit unfortunate for our guys. I think they had quite a few unavailable, and obviously some guys come up into the seniors and whatnot. So they were a bit short for numbers, and I think the boys were still hunting around Saturday morning for a couple of fill-ins. So obviously. Nice little reminder, plenty of work to be done, and no doubt they can bridge the gap once they get everyone back. But, unfortunately, you have them weeks.
You do. Parsons got 2. Wilgrig good, Rowan and Monaghan. Also, Mildy, Weir and Hill played okay. There's no 18s match. Under 16s, which you did play, no 18s. But great stuff here by the lads. Pretty sure that you've won it. There is no actual published score on it, but no best players or goals on it. But I think if the lads at home did do the job and won the game, which we're led to believe they did over Imperials, then well played to the kids. They're coming on really well.
Yeah, they certainly are, mate. They got up. It was a good tough contest. It was pretty tightly contested. I think there was might have been 1 or 2 kids that sort of swapped sides and helped out and stuff like that, so, which was good to see. But the boys played some really good footy. Obviously, it was a nice day for it, and a couple of good young kids coming through there really led the way for Ouyen, and yeah, just got them over the line.
Yeah, good stuff. They got the couple of the Pengelly boys at this grade, and young Grace going to be a good player, I reckon. O'Shaughnessy, Grayling, good young lads, Hill and also the Farnsworth boy. It is a really good group of kids, and they've been trying really hard to get that win, and I'm pretty sure that if we can, maybe the people that do the game day scoring, if you can get that updated, we'd love to know the results of who got goals and best players to read out. A 14-year-old age group was similar. I got a feeling that these, again, it's 68-20 is the scoreline that we've got. So I'm presuming that would be correct. Yeah,
I think that one was about right. I think that was a bit more like it. So same thing, guys got to have a good run around. The 14s and the 12s and the 10s, I think, this week, which was really good. So. Yeah, obviously they're getting a run. That's the main thing. They'll be shattered this weekend. The kids not getting the game in, but hopefully next week they're back out there and they get their chance against Redcliffs.
Certainly will be interesting to see what Sunraysia does, how they reprogram the comp, whether it's a delay week, whether the match is then played at a later point, where there could be a bye round, June long weekend or something of that nature. But whichever way it goes, if Ouyen United in their next game, Henshaw Oval at Irimple would be the opposition, that would be a massive clash for your team after some good form that's been found. Good on you, Dean, and good on your lads for regrouping and coming back and beating the top side. I think it's the upset of the seasons thus far. It is an absolute credit to the Ouyen United Kangas to bounce back after just some absolute tough games that you've gone through. So well done on the big win.
Thanks, mate.